quit playing with it because too many drunk people league and knocked it over. And
oh my God, right?
Well, I have the Predator.
That's how my other cue got fucked up. Is it got kicked over in a bar and a big notch came out of it. Let's see what this.
Is that audio level she did?
I have bags of mints if anybody needs lifesavers.
Okay. Look, I need a lightsaber. Julian, who's over? In my mouth.
So is it just go to Northwest Pool Things and share that site?
It's YouTube. You can probably just share their YouTube if you want to send the actual link.
That one doesn't have the link in it.
I don't think they've gone live yet. Because it'll go live. We can't share it until they're like.
Oh, this one was just on Northwest Billiards. He was just posting it. There it is. We are live. We're on.
Oh, we are on air, guys. All right. Share away.
All right.
Well,
All right, you guys ready? I think it's time. Off we go. Best of luck to you guys.
thank you. Yeah, enjoy your match.
And again, don't.
Thank you for the invite.
Oh, absolutely.
Feel free to take a player break anytime. You know.
Yeah, just lay your cue on the
Just
table.
lay a cue on the table so we know, so we can start blabbing about something else. And feel free to prop the door open if you want to.
I just want to make sure jump cues are allowed, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I just want to make sure.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we're now we keep some more stats from each match. We've been starting to do that as of like a match ago or something. And jump shots is one of them.
So just some interesting things.
Well, yeah, practice, phone.
All right. Well, good luck, you guys.
Alright, guys, have fun.
Thank you. I'm not used to these colors. Six ball's gray.
Oh yeah. So I think we're just waiting for the pound on the wall, right?
Yeah, we're just waiting for them. Whew.
Alright.
Most
Good luck.
expensive single match of pool I've ever played.
You know, I spend all this money on it. I may as well just.
Dude, it's fun. It's fun playing for something. $200 is like a nice amount, but it's not like.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to PNW Pool Thing, where we're going to have a match called Who's the Dominant Beast? Tonight's match is between Casey Jones, and Gary Patrick.
We are playing 10 ball, a race to 13, and we got 400 in the middle tonight.
Ooh, that's pretty strong.
Yeah. Props to putting money on yourself. And welcome. Hi, Jesse Johnson.
Hi, Stephanie Shurtliff.
How are you tonight?
I'm fantastic, and I'm going to pound on the wall.
Yeah, you ready? Let's go. We are doing lagging for break, and we are doing winner break.
And the teeth on the table are little buck teeth because tables need buck teeth.
Well, they kind of look like it. Survey says.
Ooh. Yeah, what does the survey say?
Survey said Gary got that.
Nice.
It was close. That was a good lag.
Who doesn't love a good lag?
They're trying to figure out which one is a 10 ball rack.
Oh, really? Well, I guess we get to watch them figure that out then. That's so not it.
You want to go tell them which one?
I mean, do I do that or do we just let them do what they feel like doing? Oh, look. We got a rack comparison going on. All right, I'll go let them know.
With so many magic racks out there, and Lord knows we have a bunch here. It is hard to tell sometimes. Shout out Michael Cho for all the magic racks that we've gotten from you, and Bigglebox from all the magic racks we've bought at tournaments because we keep leaving them in the car or losing them.
We have such a nice variety of different racks.
I know, I was just telling everybody. Sometimes we might have like too many. It's hard to tell. Okay, off we go. 10 ball, race 13, 2 hundo in the middle.
No, 4 hundo in the middle.
I mean, my bad. 2 hundo a piece
Yep.
on the line.
Oh, let's see what's going on with that break. I hear a ball went down.
4 ball.
All right. I don't know if he can cut this one in, but he does have a bank. Let's see if he takes it on, because what do you do? This is the first shot of the match. How comfortable do you feel with a bank your first shot?
I would say first shot of a match. No, probably not just going to go for it.
Right. I mean, he did a...
Unless it's a really obvious one.
Well, that was a pretty smart thing to do, don't you think?
I do think.
But let's see. Did he get enough? Did he hide it enough?
He could probably spin it off that rail. No, he's going to kick at it.
Okay. You know, I kind of like this too.
You got another rail to use there.
Yeah.
Solid try.
The
Solid
result
try.
works out.
Absolutely. Nice two-way.
Although, that 5-10 mess right there is a really cozy place to hide. So I wouldn't be surprised if he played a safe where that's, what he's trying to do. Oh, look at it, how well he did with that.
Oh boy, give me the pen.
Yeah. I mean, it is up in there, but I think he has a one rail at it. But he has to spin it a little bit. Oh, and he barely missed it. 'Twas not spun enough.
Well, that was definitely put in jail for Casey there. And with that, Gary gets ball in hand. I mean, we still got quite a bit of a mess. I didn't hear anything about no early tens.
Yeah, the no early tens rule seems to be the exception rather than the rule, just because, you play 10 ball over 9 ball so you can cut out the sloppiness.
Well, I asked him any other things I need to know about, and they said no. So I would assume early tens are a-okay. But we'll see.
Ooh, another nice one. Look at this.
Yeah. Smart play, Gary.
Yeah, we'll see. It is interesting to consider the idea of starting out a match by playing a lot of safes, because you're going to get in stroke hitting them, and you're going to flummox your opponent. Okay. This is a tricky little layout. Because, yeah, you got ball in hand, so making the 2 isn't the issue. But getting shape on the 3, and especially shape on the 3 that'll lead you to the 5, pretty tricky. So, given what he's done so far, I'm not going to be surprised if he gets on the 3 and plays a safe. Or plays a safe here, for that matter. He might even try and roll the cue ball into, like, the 10, kind of stun it over that direction.
Going for that bank. And he's going to be able to see this 5. And are you going for that 10 and calling the 10 right now?
Well, to pull that off, he's got to draw the ball from the 5 into the 7. And the 7's going to carry him into the 9. There's a chance it could hit the 10.
Yeah,
but
I'm calling the 10 and going for this. I'm going.
You got a draw stroke then.
That's probably the smarter play.
Oof, it is.
So much smarter. Now you've pushed the 7 right in front of the 10, hit it behind the 9. That's going to be interesting to see how this shakes out.
Well, now they all have pockets. So it's a matter of going back and forth across the table. The 7 or the 6 ended up in the no man's land right there. And in the chat, we got TJ Hellwig and Dylan Deichman, Evan Smelser, and James Mosher. Thanks for joining us, gentlemen.
Oh, thanks everybody for tuning in. Are you calling 10 right now? I'm calling 10 right now.
Oh,
boom.
Nice. And the 8. Excellent. Gary Patrick on the board. Right. It always feels good to be in a match, and the first game, nerves are high. How's it going to go? And you win that first game. It's it feels nice.
Yeah, get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Moving
Like,
on.
I can win a game. I'm not going to get
into
dominated. Yeah.
Well, and I like that they're not playing a short race,
Yeah, we're probably going to see some momentum shifts.
Yeah, probably. And I agree with you. Get the first game out of the way. Although we saw plenty of safes going on in that first game. So
Ooh, the 9 ball goes down.
hit the head on.
Cue ball had some movement going around the table, but he does have a look at the 1.
Yep.
The offensive shot opportunities are risky and slim. So where are these players from?
All right. Well, we got a couple of Oregon boys right here.
Oregon boys?
Yeah. Not Arizona boys.
Right.
We got Oregon guys.
Ooh. Little dramatic situation there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Silverton and Oregon City.
Kevin Casey Jones is from Oregon City.
Gary Patrick is from Silverton, Oregon.
We should have had a line of what's your nickname. and see what people say.
Oh, yeah, write a note, because that's a good one. Do you have any nicknames?
Yeah, I'll send you a memo later. And do I have nicknames? I have so many nicknames. I played soccer. I worked at bars. I had siblings. Like, I had lots of nicknames. What about you?
Yeah, sometimes I got called Double J in high school by my tennis coach. And other than that, the only other one I had was people would call me Mr. Johnson.
That's just your name.
Yeah, I know. I think
You
it was.
can't
I
say
think it was around
your
like.
name is your nickname. That's not how nicknames work.
Well, when you're like, young enough that calling somebody by their last name and Mister is slightly ironic or sarcastic, it is. I think it was like around the Matrix time, and you know how he's like Mr. Anderson. Yeah. So I'd get that same kind of stank on it, Mr. Johnson.
Oh, man.
But usually it was out of playfulness, so there was also some of that in there. So
Okay, it's like they didn't want to shoot at you or punch you in
and
the
because
face.
Johnson, it's just the name that it is.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, is he going to roll forward for shape on the 4? Yes.
Confirmed.
My sources say yes. Did you ever have a magic 8 ball as a kid?
Of course. I have a magic 8 ball right now.
I never had one. I did go to Spencer's Gifts and play with one, maybe like 7 times a year. All right, that's
not the leave that he would have preferred on that 5.
Did he give a hand flip?
It did look like there was a little bit of a hand flip there.
We only had one hand flip the other match.
That's
on
not
Sunday.
true.
On Sunday.
Oh, on Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, they were like super under control. Or just,
Maybe the hand flip is an endangered species now.
well, bring back the hand flip.
Support your local hand flipper. Now let's see. All right. Getting to the 6 is one thing, but getting to the 7 from where you get on the 6.
Oh, this is going to be a tricky shot.
Yeah. He does have a shot, although here he can hit this kind of center ball with some right spin.
Mm-hmm.
Bounce off that short rail by where his armpit is, and then come over for the 7. Oh.
Oh, that's a nice try. Unfortunately, though.
All right. He can follow this and go 2 rails for appropriate shape on the 7. One thing we know about Casey is that his favorite color is like a lime green. So he's got this really cool peach hour, right? And it's got some lime green inlays.
Yeah, they both are playing with the peach hours.
Ooh. Put a draw stroke on that. He showed us he knows how to hit a ball pretty well. The results are such that he showed us, yeah, I can move the ball. But sometimes I move it and it goes somewhere like this.
Yeah, he's grabbing that extension.
All right.
Yeah, they both have beautiful green cues. Gary's is a darker.
Yeah, it's kind of like a dark cedary color and then more of
Yeah.
a forest green, where
Yes.
Casey is into the lime, like bright.
Like Seahawks more.
Oh, yeah.
Green.
Seahawks. That's a good.
Everybody knows
Type
what
of
kind of
green.
green that is.
Mm-hmm.
If you're tuning in around the Pacific Northwest or know about football. Oh.
I think they should just call it sports ball because, like football, your foot touches it the least of all things that touch it.
Unless you're the kicker.
Well, right, but the whole sport is based around the kicker. I mean, they start and kind
Well,
of.
you know, it's foosball. Like football is soccer in every other country, right?
Because you hit it with your feet all the time.
That's Americans. I'm like,
Well,
no,
it's
like what is soccer?
well, it's kind of
You're,
like
you're
oh,
not socking ladies.
oh, he got some beautiful shape.
Wow.
Short side shape on that. That's some wizard shit.
That was really nice.
Yep. Casey Jones pulled out some wizard shit on that. I think that makes the list. Well, it's kind of like how
And he takes
people
that
are
back.
looking for India and they discover this continent and meet the people here. They're like, you're Indians? And they're like, no, this is totally different. And we still are like, we're going to call you that anyway.
Right.
You know, we did it with football. Now it's soccer. But literally, you hit it with your feet all the time. No, it's soccer. I'm sure there's actually a really great reason why it's called soccer, and maybe should quit talking shit
Well, let's check in on them.
on them Eagles. So this is a really cool shot. I mean, not only are they eating little sky monsters they're quickly turning into, but the one on the left, you can see they're developing their actual real adult feathers, and that one's like a day or so ahead of the other one.
I know, and they're like up and walking around, and they look like gray chickens.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're all molting. But man, they're dinosaurs, man.
They certainly are. And
Sky
these are
monsters.
pool players,
One of these is going to be a dominant beast.
right? Has to spend the night in a nest. No, that's so not true.
Congratulations. Climb that tree. Great shooting. What? We've prepared this nice eagle nest for you.
Oh, that was a nice cut.
Alright.
And he did a good job of holding the cue ball for a shot on the 2.
Yeah, that was a really
He's
nice
probably
going to
have a similar shot on the 5. Oh, he did a good job. Yep. Oh, he did even better than his shot on the 2.
Yeah.
All right. And so because he maintained a pretty good angle, he doesn't have to hit this very hard to get real good shape on the 6.
Yep. He's checking it out.
Yeah, he's looking at it because going from the 6 to the 7, the danger lies in
Grab
if you,
that extension.
you don't want to roll too far and go behind the 8. But if you stay too close to the 9, the cut angle you're going to have on the 6 is going to make it a little bit more tricky to get on that 7. Okay, so he decided to do that.
Well, that was one of those. You're at a really awkward position at the table. You got to shoot over the pocket, stretch out, use your extension. That's one of those ones that it's like, get the bridge. At least that's what I would tell myself.
Well, you could even kind of tell that when he started out the whole adventure of taking that kind of shot, you could see in his body language that, oh, this is a little bit outside of comfortable range of motion for me.
Well, it's the worst position at the table when you got to like go all the way corner to corner. I hate that as well as a little shorty. So.
Yeah, I liked. I remember being a kid. I was in first grade, and I remember I was swinging on the swing set, and there's a big puddle under the swing, and I was like, "Oh man, I'm short enough that my feet miss the puddle." I was like, "Yep, way to go, me."
Well, it's unfortunate that he missed that 6 in the corner, but it couldn't have landed better if you're going to miss it.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is an interesting shot because, of course, he's got to kick at it. But how do you kick at it to give yourself the best chance of not giving your opponent shot.
Yeah, I kind of like.
So it looks like he was measuring for this kick as though he's going to try and hit the right-hand side of the 6.
Oh,
Oh.
it was a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong speed.
He was definitely, you know what I really like there is that he was trying to do something specific.
Yes.
He was
I see,
going,
Casey. I saw what you were trying to do.
Mm-hmm. Because that's the thing. If you're going to be kicking at a ball, try and do something specific. You know, maybe you won't get exactly what you were trying to do, but in the act of trying, you're going to learn something because you were applying yourself more. Sure did slice that in nicely.
Yeah. It's like you were reading my mind. I was going to say, nice slice.
Oh, God, I can tell that I'm a little bit hungry because you said that, and I'm like thinking a slice of pizza right away. Oof. Very nice. He's in a good position to take this game.
Sure is.
Mm-hmm.
Take your time. Make these shots count. Oh. Again, if you're going to miss.
Not a bad place to miss to. This is a tricky cut. Because it's easy to just a hair undercut these and hang them up in the pocket.
Yep, or go too full out of them and bounce them out of there.
Yeah,
so.
not trying to. Oh, wait. Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, is he going to get away with it?
He
is.
Nice.
So Gary Patrick, it seems like, is primarily like a dive bar player, leagues and such.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It's probably why we haven't.
So he plays out of the Wichita and McNulty's in Oregon City.
Another Wichita player.
Mm-hmm.
We got to go crash this Wichita party.
Yeah, so he primarily plays...
Wichita pub, that is.
Plays a lot of 8-ball.
In Portland, Oregon.
Gary's an 8-ball player. Meanwhile, what does KC say about his favorite games?
8-ball? And they're playing 9-ball? What's happening?
They're playing 10-ball.
I mean 10-ball. Sorry. I was looking at that 9-ball rolling in. That just stopped.
That is
just
interesting.
Short. Heartbreaker. Yeah, Casey has a pretty sweet setup of a 7-foot diamond at home, so he mostly plays at home. Like, where do you play? My house, is what he says. But he did show me a picture, and it looks pretty nice.
Do you spell it H-A-U-S, like house?
House.
Oh, that's a little lad that likes berries and cream.
I know, he's giving Disney Prince vibes so hard today.
Right? And especially like in a Disney Prince movie of deer where there's like a good prince and kind of like a nefarious, maybe like
Do you think
obstinate prince, and this is the good one.
Yeah, definitely. You know, a little secret about me is something that I just love more than anything. It just makes me laugh.
More than anything?
Well, it just tickles my funny bone for some reason. I don't know why, but it's Disney Prince singing. You know, that really bravado, like Disney Prince singing.
Yeah, no.
I find it so hilarious. I don't know.
Oh,
why.
that 4-ball's just screwing up his plans at the last second. So, all right. Chaos has entered the game.
A lot of movement on that 10-ball again.
Oh, Evan Smelter in the chat is letting us know that there's different Wichitas.
Oh.
Oregon City versus Wichita on King Road.
Okay, well, they do not specify. Everybody just writes Wichita. Oh, no. All right, so we got like a little push. situation happening.
Yeah, I don't blame him for doing this because even if you make this one, you got to swing the cue ball around. And what are you going to do with the two? However, if he does a one-rail kick at it, oh, he's calling it. He's going to call the pocket.
Yeah, he's going for it.
Oh, yeah. I think his shirt goes with KC's cues. Oh, you see, he had to jump it.
That was a nice attempt, though.
Oh, yeah? Well, what about this attempt on the 110? Do you think he's going to go for it?
Oh, all day. Let's go.
All day.
All day. Look, if you're playing 9-ball
All
or
day.
10-ball or anything that an early situation can happen and you have a chance.
Especially with the two tied up. It's kind of free.
I'm not saying go for it
Like-
every time, but I'm saying 90% of the time, you better try that.
Oh.
Because why not?
Ooh, it didn't go in. He left a shot on the 1 and opened the 2 a hair bit.
That's true. That's true.
So
But
that was
there's
the
a lot-
outcome of that.
There's a lot of work to do here.
Right. But that was one of those shots, like how many different outcomes were there? Probably like,
So many.
yeah, 327,211.
Like, we're fucking entering the
missed it.
multiverse.
Oh, yeah, there was an infinite number of outcomes, actually, mathematically. So anyway, here is the removal of that turtle rack. And let's see.
See a turtle?
So long.
Rack. I'm getting some breaking news text that Costco, if you're not familiar, has a taco party, a chicken taco party. Well, now they have a shrimp taco party. The all-inclusive kit, and my sister says it's the bomb. That also would tell you how old my sister is when she's saying
The bomb
stuff like that still.
is the bomb. Oh, no.
Okay.
I know.
We're getting
that's-
jumpy with it.
It's like when our grandparents said shit was groovy.
Okay. Let's go to end view for this. Oh, just couldn't get up on over it.
Okay, well, the 3 is tied up, and it doesn't seem like it's wired for anything too threatening. I mean, even the bank for the 310. Yeah. However, this is a good place to be with ball in hand to break
I
that
wanna
out.
see from this. Yep.
Oh,
We got the breakout.
got the breakout. Not really left with a whole wonderful situation.
No, and that 7 is not close enough to use it into the side pocket.
He's calling something. He pointed at the side.
He's going to use the 7, but he's going to try to come the other way.
Maybe he's got a thin cut at it.
Oh, I think he got that 10
Ooh.
first.
Well, he pointed at it twice.
Yep.
We seem to have some corroborative gesticulation.
Hey, Mr. College. I know fancy words.
It almost sounded like a weather system. In the upper atmosphere. All right, nice little draw shot. I like these shots.
That was nice. Got a little close to that 8, but
Yeah, this is such a
you just
dicey
wanna use-
shot. I
well, you
mean,
want to use top English anyway on
he's
this.
over a side of the ball rather than the whole thing. So, yeah, the only thing that can be a real bummer about that attempt is it's real easy to sell out unless you hit it just flawlessly. So,
No, I think he rolled a little further than he wanted to. Gotta watch the scratch coming off the rail on this.
okay, I think he might be looking at the bank, or he might be looking at just, a simple safe. Like, there we go. Okay. It didn't go quite where he was, but
Left him
You
close
know,
to that rail.
he did, and that always does make things a little bit more difficult. Yeah, I'll be curious to see how big his backstroke is here. All right, he went back to the hand.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, unfortunate rattle. It's a nice try.
Got some good spin on that one.
Yeah.
It did some movement. Really came back for him.
That was a great touch. Great little save.
Mm-hmm.
Great little save.
I would actually put this quarter sitting right here. I will put this quarter on that little safe won this game for him.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Big gambler.
I mean, unless he kicks it, hits it, and just happens to get a roll. Ooh.
Not terrible. Like, obviously he can see it, but not a super terrible leave. It's not straight in, that's for sure.
All right. Nice little, hey, you left me a bank? Well, here, you try it on for size.
I love this bank.
I wonder if he's going to love it.
No,
but
he was
went
going for the cut.
and scratched.
That's why you don't take the cut on that shot.
Oh.
That's why you do the bank.
I think it was possible to cut it thin enough to make it, but
I think so too. I would have gone like slow roller if I'm gonna do that shot though.
yeah. So we just
Boom.
finished game number 4, and we are 38 minutes into the match. I think they're starting out a little on the slower side of the pace. I mean, 10 ball. Generally, I would say, what would you say? 9 ball is the fastest game, and then 10 ball is a little faster, but 8 ball comes
Can
after
go on
that.
for hours.
Yeah, so I think in the games that we most often have over here between those 3, I would say
Look at
that's
those
the
little
order.
great chickens.
However, yes, early in the match, I would say somebody will probably settle in. Things will speed up a little bit. I mean, I'm not saying they're playing wrongly for having
Okay.
taken time, but when you're early in the match, and I think that what Gary's doing that's pretty good is he's playing some safes rather than, taking some things on. So getting comfortable by playing some defensive shots, I think, is a great strategy.
Pretty killer break. Oh, I bet he wished that went out a little bit further. Use that rail first, Casey.
Oh, that was really
Beautiful.
that was elegant.
real nice. You get a little
Yeah.
nail clap for that. Casey, when you're hitting soft, your game looks real sharp. every time he hits it real nice and delicate, he is like friggin' on point, right?
Oh, so are you saying that he kind of, when he has to hit it hard, is when he
Well,
runs into issues?
no, I'm just saying
He finesses things?
yeah, his finesse is fantastic. I just think of Mitch Ellerman and the scales, right? Of putting your hands up. Like
Yeah.
speed goes up, accuracy goes down until you're at a certain
Right.
like Fargo or
So right
level
here,
or whatever.
He's got to add speed.
That was nice.
And he did that just fine.
Okay, well, I stand corrected.
Yeah.
He can do whatever he wants. He's Casey Jones. I forgot to ask him if
He was named after the
Ninja Turtle ally.
Wasn't she the love interest of April?
Casey Jones? He was the love interest of April, yes, in the movie.
Oh, but not in. I mean, when you're playing with action figures, you make your own story.
She can't be with a turtle. Okay.
And Splinter's too old.
I mean, maybe she's into like Shredder the Bad Boy, but no, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Casey Jones was. I mean, I don't think they had. I mean, I don't know. It's been a minute. What a shot!
Nice kick. All right.
Yeah. He's 50 and he likes to kick. He's not 50. He's probably like 30.
Ooh. Man, I like how he just. That didn't seem to bother him. He didn't detect any of that don't miss the money ball feeling. He just went up, said, nope, I know the shot, and then fired it in.
That was a real nice out.
Yeah.
Real nice out.
Gary Patrick. Nice double name.
Yeah. Let's learn about our players a little bit, huh?
Yeah. What do you want to know? What do you want to talk about?
Well, who's Gary's favorite player? What did he write?
Jason Shaw. Because of how casual he looks when he's playing high stakes matches.
Yes.
Also Earl, you know.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's.
I love me some Jason Shaw.
Yeah, Jason Shaw doesn't ever seem to question whether or not he's going to make the ball. It's not part of his relationship with the game.
Agreed.
You know, he's just like, oh, that shot, I'm going to make that. Especially really powerful Jason Shaw performance was when he won the U.S. Open. He had this match where he made like several long table banks, you know, off the short rail, like they were hangers. Meanwhile, Casey Jones, who's his favorite player?
He said his favorite pool player is Mike MFND.
Mike D.
Mike D. Great guy and great for pool, he says.
Right.
That's really awesome.
It really is, because it's true.
Yeah. Yeah, he did well in the Griffs.
The Bandit, yeah.
Bandit. Pow pow.
Yeah, it's the second year they've had the Bandit.
Yep, we were there last year.
Yep, he cashed in it. Sweet.
Great job. Shout out Mike T.
Yep.
Representing from the Pacific Northwest, where we are streaming from. Okay. A little short on that bank. We need to widen that up a little bit. Although Gary does have to shoot over this 8. It's not the most comfortable shot.
Especially if especially if you're going to go high inside and double the corner. I was going to say, yeah. Yeah, it followed it right in. So that's a tricky shot.
Okay, Casey with a ball in hand to start out.
All right.
Don't overroll this.
Yeah, a little steeper than he wanted to, but it comes with automatic shape. Just got to make it.
Yeah, that seemed a little bit rushed.
Well, it could be that he rushed it just because he was like, how happy he wasn't with his position on the 6.
Yeah.
So that was, him rushing it was like a whole body hand flip, if you know what I mean. Ooh, very close on the bank. And 100% on the scratch. So I wonder, KC don't have to be unhappy back at the table. So he definitely wants to be there. He's letting us know. I want to be right here so it's super easy to get position on the 10. Just
Yeah,
have to
come
roll
on the
forward.
other side of it.
The reason I don't like this is target zone has to be real specific. So
Take
he's
it all the
rolled-
way up.
He's rolled too far. So he's not going to be able to just put that 8 in the side pocket very easily. So he's got to do that. But this is a good angle to do that.
Absolutely. This is still an out and not an uncomfortable one. Oh. He got good position on the 10.
Yeah, he did.
Nope. That's the one I wanted.
Here we go. He's going for a bank. So he's lining it up. I'm gonna be curious to see. Okay, so he's gonna try and leave his cue ball somewhere around there. In other words, he's not gonna do too much with it. And
It
how
looks
did he
good.
hit it? Looks great.
Oh my
And
goodness.
KC Jones is just sick to his stomach.
What a freaking nice shot, Gary.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
So what do we got on stats so far? We got a wizard shit, a hand flip, 2 jumps. Couple successful safeties and 1 dry break. See how wet this break could possibly be, or will it be our second dry break?
honestly, these guys have been smashing the break. Gary's had the majority of them since we are doing winter break. So, and he smashes it again and has a look on that one.
Nice. Gary wants to make a shout out to Peter, Valine, Charles, Cody, and Rose.
Oh,
Yeah,
fantastic.
I know. Nice 5-person shout out.
And Casey wants to give a shout out to his wonderful wife, Debbie Jones, and Hazel and Rosa, his adorable dogs.
Oh, nice.
And he wants to say thanks to Debbie for putting up with all his pool time.
Right.
Real sweet.
Just in case the dogs are watching.
Your dad loves you. Okay.
did some inside, and I think it gave him a little bit of squirt, and it caused him to overcut it. Or deflection, it changed the trajectory. And at that speed, it matters, Okay. Let's see. Well, I think if he cuts it into the side with some draw, he's probably going to get a few more options with his 3 ball. I'm not so sure about how close it is to the 7 and how that influences the way it could go into that topside pocket. But as far as pocketing the ball, we're going to see him take this 2 all the way down to the lower right. Oh, don't do that.
Watch that side. Woof.
He puckered up a bit there.
Yeah. Close one. Gotta get that 3 first.
Up, it went.
Yep.
He cheated the pocket just enough.
Yeah, that was a nice shot.
You know what else is cool? He left himself some angle on this 4. So he can draw it back a little bit and not be stuck to the rail.
Yeah.
So.
Looking good.
Yeah. Oof.
Did I just curse him for saying that?
Yes, because you're that powerful.
I am a witch. Don't burn me. She's a witch. We just watched Monty Python and the Holy Grail not too long ago. And,
Yep.
it holds up, people. It's still
does.
funny. Oh, a little bit far.
Yeah, so he's down 5-1. We'll see. See how he deals with this because coming from experience, being down. He got it and he got a rail. Wow. I don't know how much thinner you can hit a ball, but that was such a nice thin hit on that 6.
However,
Yeah.
look at that 10. Yeah. Gary's looking right
Oh.
at that 10. I'm looking at that 10.
I'm excited to see him try this because I'm going to put him making it at like.
Combo to the side. It's not going to be easy.
Right. No, this is like 1 in 10 chance.
Yeah, whatever. I'm still trying it. It's fun. It's part of the game.
What?
And,
Wow. I have egg on my face.
yeah. Wow. Yep. Time for a break. I don't blame you, Casey. Take a break.
Yeah, that's a good move. It's a real good move. So, he's taking a break. So while he's taking a break,
Taking a
we
break.
want to talk about Dragonfly Billiard Academy, affordable one-on-one private lessons with the powerful Paul Marquez. And if you don't know,
Our dear friend.
yeah, if you don't know Paul Marquez, tell everybody a few things about Paul Marquez, Stephanie.
He's a fantastic pool player. He's really fun to be around. He's got the knowledge to help you up your game in just a few short lessons, based on him being a teacher of so many things for so long.
Yeah, he's taught martial arts. Hasn't he also taught wrestling?
Yeah, wrestling. And it was just his birthday.
It's true.
And we want to pump what he's up to because he's a great human and he's got a lot of knowledge and coolness to share. So,
Yeah, so if you're looking for ways to make some tweaks to your game or, just improve in any type of way with your game of pool, reach out to Paul. We are back from our break.
well, that was a quickie. have gone to the infrared camera.
Yeah, that eagle's trying to get some rest. The babies are asleep, digesting all the fish and coots they've eaten today. So we were talking about it before their match. What are they, 24 points difference? So kind of the rule of thumb that I've been familiar with is like, one game in weight for every like 40 points or something like that. So we're not quite there, but 24 points does make a difference now. So you can have KC, who's 468. Maybe he's like playing somewhere around like a 430-ish. And Gary, who's a 492, is only playing like a few points higher. Now this is just hypothetical. Well then,
Oh man,
because your Fargo's an average.
just can't get a friggin' break here.
Oh,
Gotta shake it off, Casey.
easier said than done.
I know. I've been there too. We've all
Yep.
been there. Where you're just like, a whole shit,
Yeah, it just compounds,
right? And just gotta just keep your composure and keep your mental game on point. And don't get down on yourself and know that you can fight back. And I know that's easier said than done. But
Well,
I've seen it happen.
this is a long enough match that
I know.
KC
a
can
lot of pool
kind
to
of
play.
can
Catch gear and
quit worrying about it, so to speak, and just hit a ball, and then have a success hitting a ball, and that attitude just kind of lingers enough. You start to see some results, and then he gets comfortable, and then you have a momentum shift. So yeah, there's a lot of things players will do to try and cause that to happen. That was a good
Nice.
shot. One of them is start to shoot a little bit quicker, because then you just don't give yourself the chance to talk yourself out of it. But
right.
let's say sometimes one of the things that can happen is you're under the pressure, and so you start jumping up on shots a little bit. Shooting quicker in that situation isn't going to help you, because now you're just
That's a nice
shooting
shot.
quicker and popping up on, so first you got to make sure those things aren't happening.
Yeah, I've always been a big proponent of, if you're just like stuck in a rut, you got to change something, right? You got to change something. I know gals that'll put their hair up, or
Oh, that's interesting. Wow.
like put music on the jukebox or something like that, right? You got to change something.
That's pretty interesting. I'd never really considered something like that. Yeah, like untie your shoes and tie them in the opposite direction.
Pop a top like Joel Peck.
Rip your shirt off.
I take my socks off and then put my shoes back on.
Over the socks?
Yep. No, I put the socks on over the shoes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like a rally cap.
That's what I was hoping you were going to say. Okay, all right. Hit that one pretty good.
Yeah, take your time. Take another look at that.
Mm-hmm.
This is a tricky shot. But if you make it, you're pretty much out. So this is the shot to make.
Yeah. Well, good on him for just going, this shot matters. Let's
And
take an
he
extra little bit of
freaking
moment.
nailed it.
Yeah.
Okay. Just stop it here. Don't scratch.
Probably just roll forward a hair.
Bing. Nice.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
The score line went from being a hexagon to a triangle. That was a pretty dramatic change.
It's pretty dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know how pool players aren't dramatic at all. But great job, Casey. I can't wait to see some of your break. See what you got going on.
Well, what is interesting, so yeah, they both favor 8-ball. But they're playing 10-ball.
I know. I thought that was really interesting too.
They
both wrote 8-ball is their favorite game, but we're here playing 10-ball. Maybe
It could just be because you want to play a longer race.
Right.
You want games to be shorter. You're comfortable with the center of the table break.
Yeah, if we were doing
and
8-ball,
you also like that there's not as there's no slop. So it's probably like I don't want to think too much, but I don't want my opponent to win on slop.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Boom. And he's got the 2.
Yeah, and I think that's the 5 by that top side pocket.
It sure is. Got to get to the 3 after this, but that was a good break.
So Gary at 7. Or no. I'm sorry. I'm reading their little numerical markers they put on the table. They started at the side of the table the rack is on. So that little square you see, that's KC's 2 points.
Yes. Yeah, that was cool little.
Yeah, I saw him once before.
Markers.
Somebody pulled him out when I was playing like a bar tournament somewhere. It was like, you can see him, so I was just like, get your dumb shit off the table in my head.
In this shot, I might elect to go rail first. But that worked out real nice.
Yeah, he hit that really well.
That was real nice.
Rolled into shape real nice. Now we'll see what kind of angle he has. Can he just draw straight back to the right side of the 5?
He's going for it.
Doing something weird.
Oh.
I think he tried to power draw at one rail and bounce out.
No,
Maybe he popped up a little bit on the shot.
he didn't get a terrible roll here. You think he's going to just try to bank that or roll that into the 5? Or safety.
Like a real comfortable.
Woo! Putting you in jail.
And that's a tough one because he's got to use.
And the 9
He's
is
got to go
is
some
blocking.
distance.
Yeah, I mean, he's.
Maybe he can go around the 10, but even then, you're kind of worried. You probably you can
that one
clip
sucks
that.
too. That's really tight.
Yeah, you have the proverbial half a pocket on this bank from the right-hand short rail. Because you missed the 10, you've only got maybe the top edge of that 4 to hit. So he's flummoxed. However,
Yeah.
There is a 3-railer here. There could be some. Wow.
Oh, and he almost. Oh.
He put a ton of interesting spin on that to get over there and came remarkably close.
That was a nice try.
Mm-hmm.
That was a real tough leave.
Well, let's see. He's going to stop it here for the 5. Getting shape on the 6 will be interesting. He'll probably just bounce off the rail and take a little bit of a cut on this 6 into this side pocket. He didn't like it. Put a little bit more into it, but this'll do.
Yeah, this works.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta make sure you
Excuse
make
me.
this shot.
Yeah, just stop it there.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Nice.
Now this will be an interesting shot because it's going to be real easy for him to come up short on this 9 and have to go around the table to get shape on the 10. So he's got to get enough angle. And he did so very well.
Yep. Yep, and if he just goes easy and pushes forward, he'll be in great shape for the 10.
Yeah. And Gary might be up 7-2 now. And are they wearing the same glove? Okay, I think that's a gray Q-Tech glove with writing on the knuckles.
Confirmed.
Oh, that nice friendly deer.
How's our little Disney Prince lad doing? So
Yeah.
handsome tonight.
Really? Look at those nice blonde locks.
He's got bangs. Deer be banging.
All right, well, they're taking another break. He's laid his cue on the table. I think Casey stepped outside real quick and is now back in the room.
Casey would also like to give a shout out to Bigglebox, Mas Tequila, and Top Notch Home Inspections. He must be a home inspector. Gonna need that info, Casey. Do you just love them or do you work for them? 'Cause I'm a realtor. We could work together.
Ever since phone books kind of went by the wayside, you don't see too many businesses naming themselves after aardvarks.
Or AAA.
Right. Yeah, I did a design logo and whatnot for A1 Home Inspection. And I was like, yeah, that's not really a thing anymore, but whatever.
That was cool.
Yeah.
No, I
So
didn't
he
call it.
Yeah.
Well, then the leave is pretty cool in Gary's mind for this.
He's like, you can have it, but I'll get rid of the turtle rack.
So yes, in 10 ball, there is an option that if you make a ball and you did not call it, your opponent can give the shot back to you, and that's absolutely what I would have done in this scenario.
Unless, yeah, like maybe you can thin the outside of the one and you have the perfect kind of little safety situation set up. But yeah, give this back all day long and deep into the night.
Oh, Jeff, that's your company. Okay, well, cool. Good to know.
And I was smart for giving it back because Gary couldn't hit it.
Yep.
Okay, now everybody check out this glove on this guy. Is it the same as Gary's glove? Are they glove brothers?
Brother. All right, let's find out. No.
Oh, it's a gray glove, but nope, not a Q-Tech glove unless it's just a different model.
Yeah, because the writing is not across the knuckles. It's down.
It's like
down the ring finger bone.
Perpendicular to the radius and ulna.
There you go with popping off of that college degree. I mean, I have a college degree too,
yeah.
but your mom went to college.
Ooh. Did you just really hit that ball?
Unfortunately,
or was
yes.
he? Oh man.
No, maybe not. I mean, I don't. Seemed like he was going for it to me. Could be wrong. Nice touch in. Great position there.
Mm-hmm. Draw back here.
Yep.
All right.
Success.
Definite success. Getting from the 7 to the 8. I'm sorry. Oh, he's got to go 5, 6, 7. No, this is pretty routine. He rolled that a little far, so now his cue ball is going to be moving after it makes the 6.
Yeah, it sure will.
Yeah.
So might as well move it to the other side of the pocket and go side. Boom.
Yeah.
Come
So
on
he didn't want quite
down.
as much angle on this 6 because
No, I like it though.
well,
Just
he
roll
can't
with
hold it for the 7. He's got to go like this. This
Right.
works. This totally works.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now take it in the side.
But he had to move his cue ball.
I would have gone just a little harder to make sure I hit and bounced off that rail.
You know,
But-
I've always been a fan of that. Like if you're going to like try and get close to a gift for KC. Like if you're like I want to be somewhere over by that rail, hit it and bounce off of it. Don't try and roll up just before it.
No.
Let the rail help you with controlling your speed.
Exactly.
It's science.
Pool science. Ooh.
Oh, he hit that nice. I like the way he had good acceleration on that. Just like nice backstroke and then accelerated through. He wasn't like decelerating.
Okay.
Ooh. Exciting times are afoot.
And if you have Netflix, there is a really weird, amazing sketch comedy show called I Think You Should Leave. And we couldn't recommend it highly enough. It's where Jesse's making that Glove Brothers joke. It's Shirt Brother.
Shirt brother.
I forgot to grab my shirt out of the dryer. So we're not Shirt Brothers tonight.
Oh, so it's all mildewy and whatnot. Oh no, it's in the dryer.
What? It's in the dryer.
It's not like you put it in there without starting
and it was
the dryer.
never mildewy to begin with.
Well,
Like, what is happening with my shirt in your head? Like, it was in the dryer.
it's a habitat for forest creatures. All right. Made
Okay.
a ball. Shot on the 1.
Yep.
So Chris Nordling in the chat, fan of KC, says hello and love you from everybody at Mas Tequila. So Mas Tequila is a place, not a type of tequila.
Where's Mas Tequila at?
Yeah, let us know where that is.
Yeah, I've got tacos on the brain.
But if they
ever
have
since the report on the shrimp taco party came
Right.
through.
However, if it's a bar, I bet the audio is not turned up, so they can't hear questions. We'll find out.
Oh, it's their pool team.
Oh, nice.
And that's probably what they say. Mas Tequila.
Oh. Oh, it's the name of the pool team. That's so cool.
Yeah, well, here. That's a pool team name I relate to.
Whoa, nice rail.
And-
First shot with shape. Is it going to get there? Yeah. How do you think he's going to get shape on this 3?
Where are you taking this 3?
I don't dislike trying to stun the cue ball over behind the 7. I think you doing that. Well, he did something even simpler. Look at this.
Yep. There he goes again.
Being all smart.
Yep. Making a good decision with his safety play.
parallel shift situation.
Oh.
Going right behind it. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Okay. Gary with ball in hand. That is his fourth successful. Put him in jail and get ball in hand as a result.
Yeah, well, I like what he did there, so he can leave himself the 4 in the side, and it's kind of just stop shots.
Yep.
Their angle here on the 6 matters, and he did great. So now he's naturally going to get shape on the turquoise 7, which is going to give him great shape for the 8, which is going to give him great shape for the 9, which is going to give him, wait for it,
Is it
great shape for
gonna,
the
is it gonna
10.
be great? Well, let's see if your predictions are correct.
Just call me.
So far, so good. That is pretty great shape on the 7.
Just call me Jestrodamus.
Oh. Is that a new nickname for you?
No.
Come over, play a game of pool, and Jesse will.
Tell you if you're gonna win or not after you miss a shot.
Exactly.
I'll just consult the magic 8 ball. Ooh, all right. Double name. At 8 points to 3.
Oh, Jeff, you're so right. He did have an outfit change. Now he's wearing a dark shirt. See, you got to change something up. That's why he went outside. I was so focused on the pool game and looking at the glove.
Gary Patrick is exact midpoint between KC's score and winning the game.
It's an interesting observation.
Mm-hmm. It's math. Okay, let's see what he does for the break this time. Ooh, he made the 10. That's going to spot up, of course. And not a clear shot looking at the 1. Not any sort of shot that is going to leave him with a super reliably aggressive outcome.
Now we got a serious cluster going on down here in the C quadrant of the table.
I think he could hide the 1 behind the 3-5. I think that's a possible thing.
Oh,
okay.
he tried it.
Yep.
Is
But
he going to get behind that 7?
There's so much going. There's so much going on down there. So much chaos.
Ooh, I feel like he could see it if he does a nice slow roll into this. Oh, he's going confident.
Oof. All right. Well, I think he's.
Yeah, I don't hate that. But also, I'm going to cut that into that top upper corner, top left corner. I'm going to use left-hand English. I'm going to come off that rail and try to break some of this up. Nope, he's going safety. Probably way smarter than me. I was just thinking, you're up 8 games.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, not 8 games,
Nice little
8-3. You know
nice
what I'm
little,
talking about.
right. Nice little delicate touch there. I
Doing
like
a
it.
little safety battle situation.
Anytime that object ball's away from the rail, it's a smaller target. So, all right, he moved it and gave him ball in hand.
Yep.
Let's see. Do you think he'll leave himself for the 2-6 combination? I mean, I don't really see any other thing he can do. After he makes the one, that is. He would never take that now. That would be preposterous. He may be taking the one off the 6 now. Not a bad plan.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, shows real initiative.
Oh,
But if it doesn't go in, you solve their problems without staying at the table. So that's,
he would have had really good shape on that, too.
oh yeah, it would have been lovely. Although the 3's still got an issue, it seems like, so.
Yeah, that 3 doesn't look great. And he can't even push past that because that 6 is in the way of the 5, taking the 5 the other way. So you're going to have to get creative when you get down to that 3, right?
Yeah,
He can push past the 7 here. Oh, no, not put the 7 up in there.
Well, he nudged the 3 enough where it's easier to get a good solid hit on it. You know, it gave himself more 3 to look at. But yeah, being all tied up.
But it's not going in. It's
No.
behind that 7.
I'll be curious to see what he plans to do here. Okay, he went thin. Is the 8 ball going to block it? It is.
Oh, my goodness.
Had that not happened, the 3-7 looks wired, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, bumping that 8 was everything there. He's jumping.
Is he using lime green chalk?
I hope so.
So it goes right. I do too.
I friggin' hope so.
Matches his cues.
Debbie, are you watching?
Oh, look at that.
He nailed it. Yeah, I already marked it.
Oh.
But yeah, we're counting that some wizard shit.
Yeah, might as well. That was
a good. That was a
because he didn't
wizard
blow.
shot.
He didn't blow his lead for the 3.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Is it was clean. It was so clean. That was a great jump shot. Okay.
Must have been the green chalk. All right, nice thin inside cut. Too much inside.
See, now you got now.
Oh.
No.
I kind of like it when the cue ball's real close to the ball like this because you can just like thin it and really control where the cue ball goes, you know?
Right.
So he can really thin it and then like get it under that 10-8.
Yeah.
And all you have to do is tap it and it just goes there. That's not going to be bad either. Look at this. Oh, we got a Travis Hernandez in the chat.
What up, Trav? FBI Rose. Oh, hi, Rose. Don't swat us, Travis. Don't call the FBI on us. We're just playing pool. Oh, nice attempt.
He hit it. And it's a little dicey. That might not work out the best because the 5-10 is a thing. It's definitely a thing. So yeah, if you're KC, you're
nailing it.
So good at making that right then. Hell yeah.
Boom. Love it. Yeah. Good one.
Oh, standing guard tonight. Man, I don't know how that eagle gets any sleep because she's got to watch them all night. And then at some point, the flying squirrels come out to tend to the nest, and she can hear them, but she can't see them, so she's freaking out like, what is that? What was that?
Yeah, she does these wing slaps. It's pretty cool. She flaps her wing out. She gets all mad because she can hear these squirrels running around the nest.
I wonder if she recognizes the fact that they're actually there to help, like they clean up debris, and dead fish and bird parts. Or if she has no idea what's going on.
Nice break.
Oh, I really like that break.
Get out of the way, 7.
Oh, the
but
7 is just being a jerk right now.
well, maybe. Let's see. Hard to tell.
I don't think it goes.
I don't think it goes either.
Yeah.
But
Oh, you know what you can do? You can cut the 1 into the 7 and send the cue ball in between the 3-9.
yeah, I like that play.
Yeah.
So does he.
Okay. Not bad. I mean, there's a 1-7 combination. But what could happen here? You can make the 7. The 1 ball could roll up and stick to that left-hand short rail. And then your cue ball comes back down here towards like the 8 or something.
Yeah, it could leave you long again.
Yeah, you could have a... So he's got to put some spin on it to make it go wide. Yeah, all right.
And I tried to hold it by putting spin on it.
On this one, you want to overcut the 1 so it comes down to this bottom long rail, and you still have a shot. Nope.
Nice and
I
soft.
mean, that didn't not work.
That worked just fine.
It did.
Don't hate it at all.
She's not hating it, folks.
Nope, not hating it, because look where you are on that 3.
Yep.
Not hating it at all. A little bit of draw here.
Ooh.
Okay.
He's going high, I think.
Uh-oh.
I think he's going to try and go past the 6. He's going to do 2 rails out to go past it. Yeah, I mean, why not? So you can cheat the pocket here to
That
stay
was
in line for the
nice.
6. So I like that move a lot.
Well, what
Yeah.
great position here.
Yeah, I'm detecting this seems to be a more natural rhythm for Casey. So I think Casey is starting to feel it a bit more.
Yeah, what's up, Masakila? Is he normally in league? Does he pick up the pace a little bit?
I noticed his acceleration characteristics. Like that shot, real great. Pulled back, paused a little bit, and accelerated through the ball well. So it seems to me like Casey's feeling better. Yeah, it kind of got down on the ball with a little bit more energy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. This key ball.
Yep.
Off the rail. Boom.
Great acceleration on that shot.
Okay, money ball time.
Didn't overhit it. I thought I heard a cat too.
Ghost cat.
Ghost cat.
Just like the ghost that typed in 2 numbers on our keypad on our front door today.
Nice.
Friggin' out. Casey Jones.
Way to go. And this is where Gary Patrick is like, oh man, I really enjoyed that lead I had earlier.
Yeah.
I think he was at 6-1 one point.
Yeah. Well.
And then it was 6-2. And they've kind of been exchanging blows from here.
Yeah. Well, I love that Casey's putting up a fight, and we're getting to see he's getting comfortable, and we're getting to see Casey shooting more his style.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, I like to see it. And we knew we would because this is a race to 13 and there's 400 in the middle.
Yeah.
Nobody's just going to give up.
Yeah, let's take a minute to props. Props to everybody who's been on the stream or threw money down on yourself, played a money match, put money on yourself in a tournament. It takes balls to do that, you know?
Oh, that was
Oh.
unfortunate. He really lost his cue ball to begin with, so, cue ball wilding out. It doesn't always scratch when it does that, but sometimes it does. But see what goes on from here. The 7-8 is wired. The 5 is a little tricky. The 6, no picnic to get on, so there is a 6-10 combo. So if you do the 2, the 4, if the 5 goes by the 9.
I was just going to say, if that 5 goes by the 9, you might be able to just roll with it.
You might be able to pretend like the 7 and 8 don't even exist. We'll see.
We'll see.
Look at his nice pool shirt. It says Pool Tang Clan.
Yeah, I love it. Like Killer Bee colors. Love it. Because what?
Killer Bee. That's what.
No.
What?
Because they ain't nothing to F with.
Oh.
Wu-Tang Killer Bees on the swarm.
Okay. Be a little harder to get shape on the 6-10 combo from here. But I think it's possible to be able to get shape on that 6 or better yet, play a nice safety.
Great job.
Yeah, that was the smart move there. Good evening, John Fisher in the chat.
And Ed Winter.
Ed Winter making an appearance.
No, I saw him.
Ed Winter's
Alan
playing
and
here
Chanel.
Sunday.
Oh.
Yeah, him and Dylan.
No, it's not this Sunday. Nice try.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? We're going to the beach this weekend. What are you talking about?
Oh, you're right.
Maybe.
What do you mean maybe? No, we're totally. Yeah.
We're gonna work out. That's next weekend. Battle of the Garbage Men. I'm loving that. Can't wait. That's gonna be a good match. We got a lot of good matches coming up.
Yeah, we sure do.
But none before this good match that's unfolding before our eyes right now.
Oh, good hit.
Oh.
Sold out a bit.
Just a little bit.
Holding for the 6 is going to be a little
there?
trigger.
Well, can he just like hit it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
you
can
see
get it, but holding for the 6 is tough. He might swing it out to hit the 10 intentionally. I don't know what I was talking about.
No, that was perfect.
That didn't seem very tricky at all.
Okay, but now you have to remember that the 7 and 8 exist.
So does that corner pocket.
Don't you scratch. Easter Sunday, like, are you... that's right. It is happening on Easter Sunday.
What if they go to break the balls
Easter
and one of them breaks open
are on
and there's
the
like
same day this year?
Oh.
So... I know I had this great idea of hiding like little nugs and Easter eggs around. But, I mean, I don't want kids to find them. But it seems appropriate, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's better than hiding like little shot bottles and eggs.
No, that 420 isn't about shots.
I know, but if a kid found it.
All right.
Oh, that worked out real well, didn't it?
It sure did. I was like,
that was a tricky one because you had to go back and forth.
Yeah, with the power he put on that, I was like, "Ooh, where he's going to land here.
I think
but
he was thinking that he might not hit it at all and instead double this lower corner and come out for it. So I think he was thinking he would go past it, but happened to just hit it perfectly. So
Yep.
all right, and we have a differential of 4 games. So yeah, Gary having gone out to an early lead, now they might be trading blow for blow, but that early lead is still helping them stay ahead. So Casey Jones is not closing the gap just yet.
Gary's getting ready for the prom.
For sure.
Well, it's springtime.
Yeah.
Going into prom season. For all y'all that have teenagers out there. A lot of us do. Ooh.
Definitely the kind of break that Not Too Mad didn't make anything. That's a dry break.
Third one of the evening for Gary.
Oh, hit the 8 first. That's pretty unfortunate.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Should have just called it a push. Yeah.
Just be like, oh, it was a push all
I
along.
was pushing that. Yeah.
You didn't hear me call it?
You didn't see the hand flip? That's why you always be doing the hand flip. So you can say, yeah, that's what that meant. Clearly saw the hand flip. I don't know.
Well, being that he's on 1 foul, he might freeze him to this 8.
Oh.
But better get him on the correct side of the 8 to prevent an easy 1-rail kick. No, he's got a 1-rail. Oh, that's good. That's real good. Now he's got a 2-rail option out of it.
He's still got a 1-rail option out of it.
No. He pushed it up too far. Go back to the side view. He can't go to the top rail. And the bottom rail, yeah, but the 4's in the way. He's got to go 2 rails out of this bottom right-hand corner. So that was a much better save than it. Oh, wait.
That's what I'm saying is, I think you can still get this.
Yeah, you're right. That's what he's going to do.
That's what I'm saying. You can get past the 8. You can get this one off the bottom rail.
Yeah. And furthermore, so here's the tricky part with this shot. You kick into this 1.
As a lady that spends a lot of time in jail.
You gotta hold your
Pool
cue ball
jail.
behind that 8 and get a rail. That's what it was tough to get a kick safe out of that one.
He didn't get a safe, but he didn't get a foul. So.
Yeah, and it's not like a guaranteed sellout because the angle on this 1, if you go, he can draw it. He can draw it with some outside and get shape on the 2 in the same pocket. Just got to do it enough to get past that 9.
Oh.
Or push the 9 right into your path.
Oh,
I hate it when that happens.
that's a hand flip.
Yeah, when you're trying to get past a ball and you barely clip it and just put it right where you don't want it.
Just shit.
He's going for a masse.
Cool.
It's getting weird. Oh, and he just barely missed.
We tried. I mean, to no avail. But it was a nice attempt. That would have been cool had you pulled it off. Masses are always dope.
Okay, so he hasn't given himself really much angle on this, so he must be trying to draw it back for it in the top side.
Don't get behind the 7.
By
No.
way, oh, that was a hand flip.
That was a double hand flip.
He just was like,
Dog.
yeah, oh, man. Well, I don't blame him. Drew it a little too far. Here was the issue with that shot. He had to draw it back for shape on the 3 in the side, and then shoot the 3 to get shape on the 6 or the 4. Combo with the 6. So that one I'm kind of nice.
Oh.
Nice little pop masse jump thing to get over the edge of the 7.
Oh.
But here we go. So let's see what he's going to do here. Is he going to do the 4-6 combo after this?
Yeah, that seems natural.
Yeah.
Yep, nice and easy. Leave that 4 and try to get a better angle. And use that 4 to travel. Or...
Oof.
No.
Yeah,
Not from that angle, no.
Well, here's the interesting options. 4-6 combo, in which case, where do you leave the 4 and where are you leaving your 6 to then get a shot towards the 5? Or bank the 4.
Bank it.
But bank it how to get on the 5?
With power. Or that.
Oh. He kind of did a hybrid situation where he got shaped for the 5 without having made the 4
Right,
at all.
without it. But that's what I was going to say. It's like, no, you need to make that 4. Because now, yeah. Okay.
But there's a
Let's look at the end.
There's an alternate reality that we're not too far from as of yet right now where the 4 followed.
He's going to use that rail. You can totally go 2 rails.
Oh, that's what they're for.
Boom, boom, and come back around on this 5.
No,
Yeah.
there was an alternate reality where the 4 followed the 6 in and the cue ball ended up perfect on the 5. And it wasn't too dissimilar from what he did.
Yeah, it was a really nice try, for sure.
All right, looking at that one rail kick. I think he's going to go way wide if he hits it there. Yeah.
Oh.
He tried to shorten it up by hitting it, but he
I
needed...
thought he was going to just try to thread the needle in between and use the 2 rails and then use that 3rd to come around on the 5.
Had he hit it a little slower and got a lot more draw stroke on it, it would have arced off the rail and had a better chance of making the 4. He had to shorten that rail up a lot from where he was hitting it, and he actually came closer than I thought he would.
See, so like that.
Ooh, that 7 ball. It's not his best friend at the moment, but I think he's got an edge of it. He'll probably try and... It's winding up. Yep. Oh, he did a... That was a pretty interesting double kiss save.
Yeah.
Wow. That was pretty cool. For as much energy went into that shot, it was like not a whole lot came out. It got absorbed by what was going on.
All right, well. Oh. Unfortunate miss there, giving Casey a opportunity. Let's go. Here we go. Call that 10. Call that 10.
I'm sure he has. Oh, Andy got it.
Money.
Gary Patrick gets it. I'm not too far behind him. Need a commentator break as well.
Yeah, go ahead. Run downstairs.
Oh, that's right. We always do that.
There's so many more bathrooms in this place.
They're everywhere.
Oh, it's an infestation. Evan, I can't wait to answer your question when Jesse gets back. Because, so much easier to see what to do than to do it. However, my answer is absolutely. So I can't wait to see what he has to say when he comes back. Casey, break? Oh, what a freaking break. Except for the scratch. Unfortunate. Gary starts with the ball in hand. I like where he's starting here. He's going to be able to pop off, use that rail. No? Yeah. And some, oh, he's going bottom, but I would use more right. Oh, he's just going to draw it. Take it this way. Okay. How are we going to get on that 4 after this? A little too close to that 2 to... use any kind of draw, so top it is. Rolling. Ooh, nice little bump. On that 4. This is a great opportunity for him to break that 8-10 up. However, you got to get all the way back up to this rail to get back on the 6. Yeah. That was tough.
He's got some pretty tricky options to get on this 6 ball from here.
Mm-hmm. Welcome back
to tricky options.
He
did a pretty good job, though.
Tricky options with Jesse Johnson. Again.
Tricky options.
Tricky options.
Can't come back necessarily that easily until he does that.
What? That was very cool.
Yeah.
That was some tricky English.
Yeah, that was a tricky shot to pull off, and he did it.
He made the shot. I'm giving him a wizard shit for that. Because that 6 ball was in a tough spot.
Because he had to draw it a lot to beat the scratch. The ball carried a lot of energy, yet he beat the scratch and didn't come out too far to not be able to have the shot.
And he didn't run into the 7.
Yeah. All right. So he's overrolled his line a little bit here. Is there a carom? 8 ball off the 10 into the corner.
Yep. I'm going for it all day.
Yeah.
Super left side of that 8 ball. Super left side of that 8 ball. Top English.
You got to hit it real thin.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not going to say it's not there, but it's not like a gimme.
No, it's definitely not a gimme, but what else are you going to do with this 8 ball?
Well, he has been doing some pretty cool stuff with safeties.
That's true.
If he sees something that's just like, maybe you just thin the 8 and it bounces off the side rail and sticks right to the 10, something like that. But we'll see what he does. He might be going for some stuff. Oh, nope.
Well,
it was a roll of the dice.
Yeah.
It's like, well, what do I do here? I don't know. Maybe I'll just do that. Of course, when we ask him about it, he's not going to say exactly that.
All right, Casey. Nice. Watch that side.
Oh.
Oh. Just a little too much powerage. Oh, that's got to be frustrating because, man, he would have been like, boom, boom, done.
Right. Yeah, I was trying to get position on the 9 by hitting the 9 rather than somewhere safe and reliable.
Are you sure?
No, I don't think he was trying to hit it. No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But he came
either.
at it. He came at it a little hot.
Yeah.
But yeah. We're in the second third of getting down to like the final third of the match here, so pressure's heating up to close that gap. Now he's down to only 3 games, but
That's okay. Still more pool to play.
right.
He's not on the hill. So Evan has a really good question for us.
Yeah, he does.
Do you feel that commentating on all these matches has in any way improved our personal games?
What do you think?
Oh, I already answered while you were downstairs.
Oh, did you? So now
Yeah.
everybody's waiting on me?
Yeah. And so we're just waiting to hear what you have to say. I have even speculated on it.
Oh, wow.
You know how I love to speculate on things.
Right. I mean, if you're going to speculate
Like,
on things.
what's that? They are they're clearing that piece of land. I wonder what it's gonna be.
It's going to be an emu farm, I bet.
No.
No,
never an emu
does
farm.
commentary improve my game? I mean, in that by doing commentary, you're kind of looking at all the different options. I don't do that on every shot doing commentary, but when I'm doing better commentary, I think I do a better job of that. So looking for several different options on every shot, that's a good habit to be into because you step up and go, I might do this, but then wait a second, hold on, what other options are there? Because then you might notice, oh, I'm shooting at a 65% aggressive, a shot that is offensive, and I might make it 65% of the time, but here is this defensive shot that I'm going to make 85% of the time. And so you just give yourself a chance to make better decisions, and by doing commentary, you kind of train yourself to look for options.
I certainly commentate in my own head when I fuck it up.
Well, that's the other thing. I was
Well,
gonna
she
say is
really blew that shot.
the other
I
thing
don't-
is
I
like
don't
doing
say that
commentary.
about other people.
You can
just
get
myself.
in the habit of having this mental dialogue going while you're playing, and yeah, it might kind of this voice in your head might warn you of a possible mistake you could make, but ideally I'd rather not be like having a dialogue going in my head while I'm playing.
Well, honestly, one thing that commentating has made me more aware of in my personal game is if I'm taking a risky shot that I could scratch on. Oh, look at, we have a 310 combo coming
Right.
up right here.
Slightly off angle though.
A little off angle. You got to go for it, though.
Well,
Yeah.
don't hit it
bro.
soft because you don't want to lay that 10 up in there if you miss.
Exactly.
Okay, so not a bad shot. Look at that. The 3 and
Nah,
the 1 are across from each other.
That's
that
cool.
was- You can hit those in a way where it makes them like free, meaning that you're not going to suffer a sellout if you don't make it. You get to try it, be aggressive. The risk of you suffering from a catastrophic consequence is low, so you might as well go for it. All right, that didn't roll over the way he needed it to.
No, he needed to hit
And he
that
sold out.
like way soft and let it open up. I mean,
Right.
soft but confident, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you have less angle on a bank shot, especially to a side pocket, you got to slow it down and use more English and let it open up.
Ooh, look at that. He did a really good job
Oh,
there
keep
with
rolling.
the inside
Keep
spin.
rolling.
Yeah, I think he may have gotten it.
Yeah, I think so too.
He's crouching down, though. All
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Follow it with inside.
Oh.
Yeah, see, he didn't get it as much as he thought, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But he was so close that he had to try it.
No, it was a nice try.
Mm-hmm.
Tough shot.
Don't.
Watch it. We're both yelling at the cue ball. Hey there, mister. You better watch it.
Better simmer down there.
Drew it a little bit far, but...
Just don't hit the 10. Because he's probably going to
Here.
try and get shape on the 7 in the bottom side.
Nope. Now here we go again. Is like... Your cue ball wants to roll. Overroll it and take that 7 to the side.
Okay, he did it. Did it real good. He actually did it too good. Cause now
Oh,
his
no. Now he's on the rail again.
Right. Well, his cue ball's heading away from the 9 rather than towards it. So he's got to move the cue ball about 14 feet here.
Right. But he did pop that 9 ball off the rail, which is...
He went about
Oof.
11.73 feet.
And, yeah, here we go.
He's calling the bank.
You got to bank and also go with top so that
He's
cue
gotta
ball
get
travels so you're not shooting the same shot again.
Oh, see, that's a tricky one because you can't... If you hit it you could end up straight on at the 10 into the rail with that shot.
Mm-hmm.
And so you try and do something with it to not do that, and that changes how makeable the bank becomes.
No, keep rolling.
Yeah, you got no choice. You got to take the bank here.
Yeah, you think?
Oh, I know.
Oh, you know?
Well, what are you going to do here?
You can cut that in too.
No, you can't cut that in. Well, I mean, you maybe, but the other thing you could do is just play this safe where you leave it on opposite long.
Play that
rails.
safe on the 10. Get the
Well, no,
get the
you
fuck
leave your
outta here.
opponent a bank. Be like, I'm not comfortable at the bank on the money ball. It's a little off.
Yeah, it's
angle.
okay.
You try it. So he
It's
went
a-
the long way
It's a
to do
two-way,
what I was saying.
right? Okay, so now
Yeah.
Gary's got another no angle bank. So you got to create the angle,
He's
right?
going to point at it. I like that.
Yes.
He said this pocket right here. This one.
It's the one.
The only true pocket.
That's where the 10 ball wants to go.
It's the Highlander of pockets. Ooh, it was so close. It was so close it hit the rail, and the rail didn't have any sponginess behind it because it was so close to the edge, it just died.
Yeah.
Oh, it was painfully close.
And you know what else died?
What? Val Kilmer?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I was going to say Gary's hopes of winning this game. But yeah.
Something
like,
a little bit more relevant.
bring it up. Hitting that open wound with some salt. Damn. Yeah, rip Val Kilmer.
We got jokes, but we're also watching like The Saint tonight or something.
It might be Batman Forever tonight.
I'm cool with that, actually.
With some bat buns.
Oh, yeah, where they show that move where he twists his butt around and like, blam, look at my butt muscles.
And the bat nips. That was
The bat. Was that the Val Kilmer Batman?
Yeah.
Oh,
In the
boy.
opening scene when they're showing all the things.
Bat nips. Hey, guys, looking for lessons? Don't forget to hit up Paul Marquez. Really great. He's won everything there is around here. And he has a warrior spirit. He also teaches martial arts. Check it out.
And if you don't hit him up first,
somebody else will, and then
Oh,
you won't have the
I would
chance.
say he's gonna hit you. No, just kidding.
Hit him up before he hits you.
Got a new slogan for you, Paul. Hiya.
Okay.
Oh, good break.
Yeah, cue ball went for a little
What?
bit of a ride, but it's gonna not hurt him.
Holy cow.
Nice.
Made 4 balls on the break.
Wow, that's
With a shot on the 2. Casey, fire, buddy.
Wow.
Wow.
made 40% of the balls on the break. Okay, just get shape on the 6.
No.
Need to- I mean, with a break like that, it's hard not to be too excited. Gotta settle your nerves.
Exactly.
Nice. All right.
Okay. Okay.
If he's going to try and shoot the 7 in that upper right, he's got some work to do here to make the 6 in the lower left and maintain that angle. I'm not going to say it's not doable, but I can also say that he might try and go forward with it so he has a shot on the 7 in that top side. There's a bigger target zone for it to leave yourself on the 7 in that side rather than try and hold it for that upper corner.
Oh. On the pro side and a scratch? Arr.
Well, I think he was trying to cut it and do kind of like a 3-rail position for the 7 because there was a lot of naturalness there.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. I see what you're saying there. You've been holding and gatekeeping Gary Patrick's player questionnaire from me.
No.
I just found out that he likes to play Magic the Gathering outside of pool.
You're right.
Yo,
I was trying to hide that from you.
we should talk.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's a cool.
I'll raised by nerds. Yeah, I agree, Ed. Take your time. This worked out really nicely for him. I don't know if he was trying to do that 2-way shot in case he missed, but
Well, here's the thing I really
what a great
like.
roll.
He has a great way of hitting the ball that seems like it'd be real accurate and work really well for him, but I think something about the pressure and this dynamic or setting and whatnot is messing with what normally works really well for him. But, doesn't it all in pressure situations,
Well, right, and it's getting down to the wire. We're on the back 9 here.
Yeah, we definitely are. Or if it was a golf course with 18 holes, but you had the front third, the middle third, and the last third. We're on the last third.
Yep.
All right. Well, it's a makeable shot, and the cue ball is going to have plenty of energy, so it's not going to be hard to get position, but you need to be specific about what you're going to do with that position because the 8 ball's in the center of the table. Got to be real specific about what line you want to maintain, and hopefully it's not the line behind the 10.
I was just going to say, what about that line behind the 10? How's that line looking? Okay, well, let's take a...
This is exactly what you want to see if you're Casey Jones and the gap you're trying to cover is only 3 games versus 4.
That's right.
Yeah, and Gary Patrick, he just wants to get to 11.
You mean 2 instead of 4.
Oof. Right. I mean,
Okay.
that's the swing. Being down 4 games versus being down 2.
Casey's coming to the table with 3 balls on the table with a ball in hand. This is like every warm-up drill, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yep, he's looking at it and he's like, I want to be there. But wait, why do you want to be where that hand is?
No spaghetti arms.
I wouldn't want to be there. I'd want to roll this forward maybe like 6 inches, and then you have basically a stop shot and you're home. Let's see what he does here. Okay.
Roll forward.
That's good. Just make it.
Yep.
Just make it. Don't roll forward.
Don't put too much power on it.
No. Don't try and get too good.
Or just.
Don't try and get too good. Try and get out. So he ended up hitting that with some like low center right. And you just need to do like just a stop shot. So I don't know what happened that he lost that kind of control on that ball, but
back to the scales.
Mm-hmm.
Power goes up, accuracy goes down.
Well, that was a key shot, and that was...
I mean, not that he didn't make it.
Well, realistically, on that shot, he just needed to make it like a stop shot at a slow speed, and he would have had shape on the 10, so I'm not sure why the cue ball ended up where it did, but that was a key shot in the game. That shot right there is the difference between being down by 2 or down by 4.
Well, if you're Casey, you got to be like, well, shit on that one.
Mm-hmm.
However, again, it's not do or die time yet. We're getting real close, but eight to 10 would have been better than 7 to 11. So,
yeah. Nobody feels that more than KC.
right. I don't know. I like to emotionally go through all the roller coaster with all the players while I'm commentating.
So
or
nobody's
watching.
feeling it more than Casey and you guys.
And me. I'm trying to empathize here.
You guys have mind melded and they rolled too far.
And I've mind melded with Gary as well.
And you said, I'm going to hook myself behind the 10.
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you don't really have any sort of mind control over the players here?
No, not at all.
Oh, well, that's good to know because it would be weird. Okay, so he's got to spin this ball a lot.
Not in that room, anyway. Maybe in the booth. Yeah, he's going to have to spin it, tail spin it. Nice.
Did a good job.
And he made the 7.
I mean, KC's option, and I would say...
Take it.
Okay, so the shot you had on the last ball that you should have done and didn't, do that on this one. Just make it a little bit of draw. Don't lose the cue ball. Oh, man. Yeah, I really like the way he hits the ball. I like the shortness of the backstroke. He's got a short backstroke, still gets some good power, whatnot. Yeah, something.
Nice cut.
About his mechanics is being hampered by a little bit of nerves right at the moment.
Ooh, however, now you got to cross.
I do like the way Gary points at the pocket. He does a little tap with his finger, like this one right here. That looks good to me. And he's got a cut angle for the 4.
And what a nice roll up on that 4.
Cut angle for the 4. You don't want to hit the 10, and you don't want to scratch in the lower right. Man, missed the shot, but because he hit it with the outside, so he hit it. He put some outside spin on that. But I think it also caused the ball to twist into the object ball, so he ended up hitting it too full.
Mm-hmm.
But he got this result.
Oh.
Ooh, we got a double ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. All right. Okay, he's looking at the bank angle. And he's called it right there. All right. I want to see how he does this. What are you going to do with the 6? How's your cue ball going off this? All right. He did it with a little bit of inside draw. So,
Yeah,
okay.
look at it. Spin, 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 spin.
Yeah, he put some inside on it to shorten it up a little bit and drew it. Adding those kind of variables to a bank shot can screw you up or be just what you need.
That was a nice follow through and coming off the rail for that 9 there.
I will say that last rack and the way it turned out and that 4-game stretch versus 2-game stretch probably
Perfect.
gave Gary a little bit more confidence to try a bank shot like that where you're hitting a little bit inside with draw, you know? So it emboldened him, as they say.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you there.
Now he's on the hill.
On the hill.
Yeah, so that one shot that Casey shot. I'm a little lad that likes berries and cream.
Berries and cream.
Berries and cream.
Wonder if anybody remembers that weird,
Yeah.
random
Skittles commercial.
Skittles commercial.
Probably not. No,
No,
I doubt it.
it's just our weird asses.
Yeah, do you remember that random Skittles commercial? Everybody? No. There was the one where the guy, everything he touched turned to Skittles, and he puts his hands on the desk, and it just blows up into Skittles. And here's we go with the break.
All right, Gary Patrick on the hill.
Which?
What the frig on this break? Oh, holy hell!
The 10 ball's coming up.
I mean, I'm still processing everything that just happened here, right? Okay.
Does it compute?
Error. Does not compute. Okay. Well. Let's go, Casey. You got a ball in hand to start this off. You've got 6 balls on the table.
Also, Jeff Hayes in the chat says, location does not matter on size of shots.
No, does matter.
If you're in Tibet
What the fuck are you
or
talking about?
Louisiana, location doesn't matter the size of the shot. Maybe elevation could.
Okay, what are we even talking
I
about right
don't-
now?
Well, that's what I was wondering. Anyway, here we go. Getting from the 1 to the 4, this is going to be real tricky. Your position here
Who's going to
determines how you're
Tibet
getting out.
or Louisiana?
I want to go to Tibet.
I want to go eat some shrimp in Louisiana.
I bet Tibetan high mountain shrimp are delicious. So follow high with inside if you don't have the angle to go 2 rails out between the 10-8.
Right.
Ooh.
Don't you do it?
Ooh, he's got an angle to make this.
He does.
Oh, his options are narrowing.
I know it's not the angle you want to get on that 7, but you got to make everything at this point. It is time.
Or you got to know how to play a safe that's going to get you back to the table.
Exactly.
Those are your options.
Or it has to be.
Wind up real good. Hit it real full hard.
Oh.
Is it going to get tied up? Get weird somewhere? Get weird? Nope. Didn't get weird.
Oh. Jeff, I got you. I'm scrolling up in the
right,
chat,
right.
and we're talking about shots. And yes, agreed. The location does depend on the size of shot you get. Using
Well,
a shot glass, just a
maybe
regular
not
shot
location.
glass at a bar, get out of here. Do you know that Oregon liquor law classifies a shot of liquor as 1.5 ounces equals 12 ounces of beer or 4 ounces of wine?
Yeah, go to Utah and tell me how much you like your shots there.
So every bar that pours you in a shot glass 1 ounce is ripping you off in Oregon. FYI. And Gary's looking good to get out here.
Which means he's looking good to win the match.
Which means it all comes down to this shot. Mas tequila shots, yes. It's time.
Oh, he's got it. That one shot when it was 7-10. I think that was... Well, that was at least the turning point in the last third.
Casey came back and had an opportunity. That was a good match.
It could have been 8-10.
Could have been 8-10.
That one shot, and it was just like, I want to know what happened there. Instead of just a make it and kind of hang out right there, it went over into the corner of the table.
We do have some good stats for you know.
Well, here
I'll
go get him and have him come in.
I got it.
It's your way of being like, no, you be the interviewer. I'll be the go fetcher. All right. Well, that was super excellent. All right, congratulations, Gary. Here we go. Do you want to put these headphones on your head? You can hold them by your face. It doesn't matter. But anyway, how'd you feel going into that match? Walk us through the match for you as far as like how you were feeling confidence-wise. Were there any momentum shifts that you noticed?
Yeah, so definitely I started off pretty strong. The first game, always hardest, obviously. Got that one kind of loosened me up a little bit, and then shooting pretty good. Casey took that break. Perfect timing for him, obviously, and then he was able to catch up. I think we played a pretty more even mid-game, but just starting off with that huge lead was kind of a tough to come back from.
Yeah, you had that lead, and then it went toe-to-toe for a while, and that was really great. And then it was like every time he made some sort of progress in closing that gap between you guys, whatever it was, you know, there'd be a little error here, a little bit. And the biggest one was when it was, 7-10, and it could have been 8-10 versus 11-7.
Yeah.
And he had a simple stop to do, and the cue ball goes 2 rails down into the corner.
Yeah, that was definitely
what
unfortunate.
Yeah, what was that? But that was the big turning point at least in the last third of the match.
Yeah,
so.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just was mainly just trying to stay loose out there. I've been trying to really work on that. Like, stone hand that every once in a while.
Right. Well, we all do that.
Yeah.
So.
But Casey's a good competitor. I mean, last time we played, it was tri-cups. Or no, I think it was regionals. Regionals 8-ball, and I think he beat me by like 2 games. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we could definitely see, like, yeah, he's a great shot. I like the way he hits the ball. He has good acceleration, you know, smooth transition from his backstroke to going through the ball. So, yeah, you can see he's a great shooter that tonight had a few moments that hung him up a little bit.
Yeah,
could have been another way.
Yeah, I definitely came out with some like locked up safeties at the beginning too. That kind of just was able to not let him kind of get in stroke and just kind of keep having him kick at the ball.
Right. Yeah, we were talking about that too, and it was definitely good strategy. Like if you start out a match, play some safes. You're going to get warm up.
Yeah, that was kind of the way I was looking. I should have played more in the middle, but you know that 500 Fargo, you just want to shoot at everything. So
Well, that's some wisdom right there. Know to start out on the defensive end if you're not feeling too warmed up rather than go for some stuff and sell out.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I think we all learned something from that. Good shooting tonight.
Thank you. I mean, the venue was amazing. I definitely would love to come back at some point and maybe play some 8-ball. Usually
Yeah,
that's my
absolutely.
game.
We were talking about that. We noticed that both of you on your information sheets both like to play 8-ball. So we're like, well, how did 10-ball become the thing?
So basically, I just I was kind of coming to Casey with the match, and he said 10-ball, and then I thought that's what he would want to play. And since I had the slight Fargo advantage, I was going to let him pick the game.
Oh, okay, right.
So.
Well, also, if I was going to play bar table myself, like bar table 8-ball is one of the best games ever, but there is something to be said for not having to make a whole lot of decisions. Let the table tell you what you got to go after next.
For sure, yes.
Whether 8-ball, it's like, oh, do I really want to get into a chess match?
I just try and play safeties the entire match. So in 8-ball.
All right. Well, great shooting.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming out to play.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. I really appreciate that.
Well, that's great to hear. I love that.
Yeah. Take it easy, guys.
We'll get Casey in here. Well, we'll get the picture.
Yeah, nobody going anywhere. We're still streaming. All right.
All right, Mr. Casey. Here you go. All right. Tell us what you were going throughout the match. What types of momentum swings there might have been, and
Well, as my buddies always say, I'm cold off the trailer. So
okay.
I'm ice cold at the very beginning. Jitters, nervous.
Mm-hmm.
I've played Gary before. I know a little bit of his game. I know he's higher than me. I know he's been practicing. I've tried to put some practice in myself. I just had to try and play my game, which started out slow, and I don't think it really ever came on hot. I shot a lot of balls into the rail. I did make some good shots. The 9-ball down the rail was my best shot with my break cue, just so you know. That was the break cue.
Nice.
The new Diamond Infinity jump stick, love it.
Right.
Obviously, I just bought it. I've had it 2 weeks, maybe 3. Put some time in with that. It's doing good. My breaks, I felt I was started out pretty good, and then I scratched, so I moved to the other side. That's when I put 4 in. It was just a learning lesson for me. I know that I get to watch this at home on my big TV right next to my table, so I can go practice all the things that I needed to do or need to practice on, or people can help me advance. So I don't really think I had really good momentum. I capitalized on the wins that I did get is where he made his mistakes. But
Right.
he capitalized a lot on my mistakes. Again, jitters, where I'm at. But
Well, the match seemed to have thirds. Like in the first third, he was comfortable, got out some lead. The second third was you seemed a lot more comfortable, and you're going toe to toe.
yeah,
And then the last third, it was kind of like, well, what's going to happen? It could go any way. But at 7-10, the shot you had to shoot the 8, the cue ball got away from you, and it ended up in that corner. And how that happened or whatever, you know better than we do, but that was kind of the turning point because it was like that marked the difference.
And again, that's where I'll have to sit down and rewatch it and go back and think in my head, was it the nerves? Was it, okay, I'm getting close, I'm on the 8. There was several that I know when the 4-ball, I think I had to come all the way back for the 5. The 5-10 was in the corner. Just before that, I drew the 4 back, or I drew the cue ball back, and I stuck myself. So I'm like, okay, let's put a little heat on this, but I was afraid I'd come all the way back and scratch. Then the 5-10's there.
Okay.
So that's when I put a little top left on it and tried to come over. And then when I hit, I was probably second diamond down. There was, I think the 6 or the 7 was in front of the 5. 5's on the rail, 10's in the pocket. And I tried to play it with some bottom right off the 5, to suck the cue ball over and make the 10.
Right.
But I hit it fat.
Well, that makes a lot of sense because we were like, well, how did the cue ball do that? And it's like, well, if you have this micro PTSD
Yeah.
from this previous shot where you had to do something similar and blah, then you're afraid of underdoing it, and so you give it too much.
Yeah. And then I thought I was going to bring it all the way back. But then I got behind, it was either the 6 or the 7. The 5's locked up to the rail, 10's in the corner. And I tried to play that. And then luckily he did something and missed, and then gave me that combo, and I made the 10. Or it was, he made the 5, missed the 6, or scratched, and then gave me ball in hand for the 7-10, I think is what it was. But when I'm really focused and dialed, I feel I have a pretty good game. I mean, I wasn't.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I wasn't
It's obvious
nervous.
that you do. I really like the way you hit the ball because you have that nice slow backswing and you accelerate through the ball real quick.
Yeah.
And so there are some shots where it was obvious that it's like, okay, that wasn't the problem where you jumping up on it a little bit,
And-
something like that. So, but,
And the 3 things that every single person tells me on my team, to include Jeff Hayes was at the house, Dylan was at the house helping me practice. Slow down, walk around the table, and take your time and play your game. And
yeah, we saw that in the chat. You have a lot of friends in the chat. They're like, slow down a little bit, slow down a little bit. But
if you notice, I actually tried. You saw me put my hand on the table. Thank you, Dylan. I tried. Didn't do it every shot, but like I think I was trying to get the 8 ball to the side, shoot the 8 to the side, leave myself for the 9, and I did something wrong. I know another shot that really made me mad was I had the 6 and the 8 down at the end of the table. This is like game 3 or 4. Tried to play a little inside on it to off the 6 to hide behind the 8, and then I miscued, and that left it wide open. So again, I appreciate everything you guys do. Appreciate all my friends, the support, my wife. I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
oh yeah, please do.
It's a $200 lesson. I mean, that's how I'm gonna look at it.
Oh, well,
So
the great thing about putting yourself in a situation where you feel some nerves and whatnot is like next time you go out and compete, it's the volume's been turned down a little bit.
yeah.
It's gonna be a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more easily.
So
Yeah. Well,
Like-
great shooting.
thank you.
Great to have you
Did
out.
you want
Thank
to
you
say
for coming
anything?
out.
I mean, yeah. We were gonna just check your stats real quick, and you thought you jumped how many times?
I thought I only jumped 3 times.
4.
No, I was off by 1.
Yeah.
Wow.
How many did I make? I made 1.
Oh, okay.
I nailed the 3 right in the corner.
Yeah.
Right,
No,
you
I
don't
remember
forget
that
the
one.
jump.
And I
Jumps you
didn't
make,
scratch
right?
on
No.
any of them, which makes me happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was never ball in hand.
Well,
So
You had more successful saves. Oh no. I'm sorry. I
No.
had the wrong column.
no, you had 2 what we considered wizard shit shots. So
which
I don't
one?
know. You'll have to rewatch them.
Did you mention it on there?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
we
yeah.
do it where a
We-
shot.
we-
We're like, oh, that was
Yeah,
cool
that
as
was
shit.
that was a wizard moment.
Yep.
So
Wizard shits.
you'll have to check
All
them
right.
out.
Well, thank
Cool.
you very much.
Thanks again.
Casey,
Come back and play
I
anytime.
will.
anytime. And why don't we cut back to the room? And do our little outro. What a beautiful room. And from us here at PNW Pool Thing, thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Come play a match.
Tell your family.
Tell
Tell
your-
your dentist.
Tell your dad.
Yep. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. We've had a great time. We'll see you again soon. And by soon, I think the 17th. So we'll get back to you about that match